I'm John Trinkle with the Ministries, Guadalajara. I'm here with Drake Goldberg. He went on a trip with us this past summer, and I wanted to share some of his experiences with all of you. What do you think impacted you the most from the experience of this trip, on this trip?
First off, the feeling of a family. That really touched my heart the entire time I was there. But the biggest thing that impacted me there was I came to know God there. It's just something kept pulling on me, kept drawing me in, even as it drew me in before I even went on the trip. And throughout the week, I just observing, learning. One night I even stayed up with one of the members of the Ministries, Julie, for an hour to 2 hours, just talking with her, asking questions about God, about Jesus, to learn more. And by the end of the week, I just first thing in the morning, I had spent that entire week kind of skipping over my turn to pray for breakfast because I wasn't necessarily feeling uncomfortable. I just didn't know what to say. But by Friday morning, I even told everybody, I said, I would like to do it this morning. I don't know why. I didn't. There was just no reason for it. I just wanted to do it that morning. And I did that. We had the VBS, second day of the VBS that day. And even though things didn't go as planned at the end of the night due to some storms, we weren't able to do certain things that we wanted to do. I ended up giving a speech, basically my testimony, at the church, to the people at the church. And by the end of it, I surrendered myself to Jesus.
Gave your life to Jesus, yeah. So it was a beautiful transformation to watch throughout the week. Having worked with Drake and known him for well over a year, Drake embarked on this trip with just a tug at his heart. And he was a self-proclaimed atheist going into this trip. And you didn't know this at the time, but there were dozens and dozens of people praying for you, people that I had spoken with about it. Julie had spoken with about it. There were dozens and dozens of people praying for you, and the people in Mexico were already praying for you. And to watch you connect the dots, put the pieces of the puzzle together, tie up the loose ends, and by Friday night give your life to the Lord, it really was a beautiful transformation. And it all began with you acknowledging a tug at your heart that you wanted to serve people, that you identified with having a servant's heart, and you wanted to do even if just a little bit to help people in Guadalajara, Mexico. So you embarked on this journey not knowing what to expect, and to see that transformation was beautiful. Is there anything in particular that you feel happened during that week to help you make that connection and give your life to Christ?
To be honest,
a sentiment, whatever.
One of the big things that really kind of stuck out for me was just to be able to put your faith into something and to let your worries wash away. Instead of stressing out about what's going to happen, what will happen, what won't happen, what can get done, what can't get done, what can I do, what can I do. You just put your faith in the Lord and let Him take care of it and go with the flow in a way. He will lead you into what he feels you can do. There's no need to stress, no need to worry, as long as you put your faith in Jesus.
I remember one of the things we talked about was the order within the design of this world. And polar bears have black skin and white fur, and the white fur is not just a camouflage, it's also a fiber optic that takes the sunlight into their skin where it's absorbed in the black skin. And that didn't just happen. Giraffes didn't just decide that they wanted to have a longer neck so they could eat the higher leaves and fruit off of the taller trees. There had to be a designer. And then we talked about, what if this designer actually loves us, which he calls us in Psalm chapter 8, I think it is, his favorite of all of his creation. And so what if this creator actually loves us, but he's perfect and we're imperfect, and for us to be able to commune with him, we need to be perfect. So he paid the price for us to be perfect by, in effect, dying in our place. His son was a part of him. Jesus died in our place to pay the price for our sin. He paid the cost. And to see you start to acknowledge that and accept that, and be able to believe in a being greater than ourselves that does want to be there for us, and to hear you say that, just really, yeah, that is compelling. That's moving. Thank you. So if you've ever considered a trip, or if you're considering a trip with us, please look us up on the web, thewayministriesgdl.com. Reach out to us for information. Look us up on Facebook, like us, send us a message. We'll be happy to get back with you.